Little bass. First bass of the day. Little fish, 12, 13 inches. Limit's 14 inches. Keep 5 a day. We don't keep fish, but there's a bass. Hit a lipless crankbait, Strike King, red-eye shad. Got triple grip hooks on it. I take the factory hooks off and put on the KVD triple grip hook, short shank. That's a great hook. That's a great fish. This is Texas Fishing Tips. Right there's on the front of my boat. It's called matching the hatch. Whenever you see something like that, you know the fish are probably feeding on an insect like that. That's a mayfly. Thousands of them sometimes just flock, and you'll see fish school on schools of mayfly that land on the lake. That's called matching the hatch. This is J.D. Batten, Texas Fishing Tips. Barely hooked. Lot better. Easy now, baby. Easy now. Don't bury that hook in me. Better fish than what we've been catching. We're fishing at about 6 or 7 foot of water. Underneath here, as you see on the graph, you'll see the depth is about 7 or 8 foot, and grass is up about 2 or 3 feet from the surface. I'm running a red-eye shad in there, Strike King, short truce color. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Catch fish like this. This is a great fish. There's a lot bigger fish in here. This is a Florida strain bass. You can see kind of the square bottom on him. It's a great fish. This is J.D. Batten, Texas Fishing Tips. Lot better fish. Just caught that fish a second ago. About 3 casts later, another bass. Choke Caynon. This time I can show you the lure. Strike King, red-eye shad. You know, you buy this lure from, Dick's Sporting Goods, Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, or whatever. It has factory hooks on it. What I do is I go in there and I take the factory hooks off and put on the KVD short shank triple grip hook. By catching a fish, you have a tendency not to lose as many fish by using these kind of hooks. And I use spider wire and Visibraid. I'm religiously on that stuff now. I've been trying it for about 6 months. Seems to really work. And this is not a big fish for this lake. This lake has 10, 12. I think the lake record is 15 something. They've caught 3 of those. But it's fall time. Just had a cold front about 3 or 4 days ago. And what I do, I will not fish right after a cold front. I'll wait as long as I can until the next front starts coming in. The wind will pick up, the pressure will start dropping, then you're gonna find me out here fishing. I will not fish on a real pretty bluebird day. I see a lot of people go out, oh, I didn't catch nothing. Well, you're fishing 30.30 pressure. Pressure has a whole lot to do with it. When I left the house this morning, pressure was 29.85. Gonna be cloudy today a little bit. It's gonna be a little more wind. That's my kind of fishing. You're gonna catch fish like this. Strike King, red-eye shad. This is J.D. Batten, Texas Fishing Tips. Oh. Another bass on the red-eye shad. Boy, she sucked it down. A lot of times you can tell how aggressive the fish are by looking at how they take the bait. You can see this fish right here just sucked that bait in. There was no doubt that was going to be a meal for her. Hate to see her bleed. Get the hook out of her. Barely hooked in the gill. I think she's going to be all right. You got your Sprite right there? Yeah. I'm going to borrow your Sprite. I'm going to show you something. I've seen this before. This is amazing. You take a fish that's bleeding, you can put Sprite on her and it'll stop the bleeding. That fish will live. By putting that Sprite on there, it does something. I don't know what it is. Sorry about the cameraman Sprite, but fish is pretty important. That will save that fish right there. This is J.D. Batten, Texas Fishing Tips. Oh, it's a real good fish. Oh, it's a dandy. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh. Come on in here, honey. Oh. Another dandy fish. Now don't flip, honey. Bury that hook. We'd have to do a segment on hook removal. I don't know how good my cameraman is. Another choke canyon bass. What a dandy day. Again, red-eye shad. You know, I was telling him a while ago, we threw that big swim bait for 20 or 30 casts, didn't catch nothing. Grabbed the red-eye shad and started throwing it again, and we've caught 3 fish here in the last 15 minutes. All of them this good or better. Great bass. J.D. Batten, Texas Fishing Tips.